Hello, my name is Chris Ayers and I'm going to give you a tour of the Willis Observatory. I'm so glad you're doing a moon journal. When you come to Willis Observatory, you're going to be so wowed by the universe. You may write in your moon journal about what you saw in our telescopes. You may write about seeing Saturn and its gorgeous rings, or Jupiter and its 4 largest moons circling around it, or seeing close up with magnification the amazing craters on the moon. You also may do a journal entry on a binary star, 2 stars close together with different colors. And who knows, maybe you will luck up like my wife and I did and see a shooting star, a meteorite going across the sky while you're looking in a telescope. Well, let's start the tour. Willis Observatory has its own weather station. Software can automatically close the roll-off roof if it becomes too cloudy. At the top of the weather station is a sky cam, which allows us to video the night sky, including shooting stars. We have 2 telescopes at the Willis Observatory that we use primarily for stargazing. This is our Takahashi 300. And here is our Astrophysics 175. One of the cool things to see at the Willis Observatory is our telescopes slewing or moving to a target. And here is our solar telescope, which will be installed once COVID is solved by a solar astronomer who lives in Statesville, North Carolina. The next thing I want to talk to you about is deep space object astrophotography, which is one of the types of astrophotography we do at Willis Observatory. Deep space object astrophotography is imaging of star clusters, galaxies, and nebula. Here is a photograph of a star cluster, M45, the Pleiades. We will collect anywhere from 5 hours to 30 hours of data just to produce an image like this one. The photons from the Pleiades will travel 442.2 light years to get to Bear Creek Road and the Willis Observatory. A light year is how far light travels in a year. In terms of miles, light travels approximately 6 trillion miles. So the photons for our data, get this, the photons for our data for this image set will travel 2,653 trillion miles. Here is our Planewave 20, which is our research grade astrograph, a telescope which is really good for astrophotography. Our second telescope for deep space object astrophotography is our Astrophysics 140, and it is used for wide field deep space object astrophotography. With this telescope, we can capture galaxies and the objects around them, and we can get really big nebula. Here is a nebula, the Lobster Nebula. In addition to our 5 telescopes, Willis Observatory has professional binoculars. When we pull the tubes out, you can get a 3D effect. We also can pop on solar filters to the binoculars and get an additional view of the sun along with our solar telescope. Well, there's much more to tell you about the Willis Observatory, including telling you about our UFO landing pad, which is the only UFO landing pad in the United States. I also need to tell you about our solar panels, which provide power for our house, the observatory, and our electric cars. And we have this 5-foot 3D printed water rocket along with 4 others which blast off and go 375 feet up. There's so much more to tell you about the observatory, but that's going to be it for today. I look forward to sharing additional videos with you. I look forward to you and your family coming to the observatory when COVID is cured. But mostly I'm excited about your interest in science and astronomy. I'm excited you are going to reach for the stars and be all you can be.